Welcome back to the Two Guys podcast. That's what it is tonight.
Yeah, just us two
One guy,
guys.
one seaman.
Yep.
Yeah, Two Guys, Two Seamen podcast. I am Brian. Obviously, Chad, you're with us tonight as well. And it's just you and me, bud.
I'm here for it, I guess.
We had
It was the best we could assemble tonight.
We had the most unfortunate technical difficulties yesterday. So
Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Oh, a surprise appearance. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
He didn't jump off a bridge.
Hello.
Hello, Michael.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. How are you feeling?
yes.
Great.
Are you
Fantastic.
sure?
Yeah.
I just watched something that didn't look so fantastic for Arizona.
Okay. I saw the car crash coming and averted my eyes.
Speaking of car crashes, you want to talk about the other game first?
I like. There's a reason I told you I don't have very many memories of March Madness.
Yeah.
I just the tournament is the madness has come to an end for me.
Yeah. So actually, Michael, we literally just started, so you didn't miss anything. So we were just about to talk about the games that are on now and what's upcoming. So obviously, big upset. Big upset. I mean,
As big as you can
Not
get
really
other
big.
than NC State.
right. Clemson over Arizona, 77-72. It is Clemson's first Elite Eight appearance since 1985, and 1985 was also the year that they expanded the tournament. So, I guess that's why they got in. I don't know why that's mentioned in the article I read, but it is. So, congratulations to them, first of 8. We can go ahead and throw UConn in there. UConn is up big against San Diego State.
Way big, like way bigger than even I thought they were gonna be. Like they took them out back, and yeah, San Diego State is toast.
It actually wasn't too bad in the first half. They were only down 9 at halftime. So
They got it close too. I think they were in the lead at some point in the
I don't
first
know
half.
about that, but they were-
In the first half, then
Was
the
it
second
2-0?
half. Second half, UConn. There's nothing like it. They're
Yeah,
still playing defense.
it's-
They're up 32, and they're still playing defense.
they're up 32.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it just updated for me. Okay. And then we got 2 more games tonight: Alabama, North Carolina, and Illinois and Iowa State. Y'all think the higher seeds win those 2, or unsure? What do you think?
Well, clearly I don't know shit about college basketball. Doesn't even matter what I say.
I mean, it does matter. I mean, North Carolina's prone to upset, and Illinois is streaky, but they've been red hot. I don't know. I think Illinois is probably the team that could pull off the upset tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you also said that Alabama's fraudulent, so
Yeah, they
I don't
can't.
know if-
I don't know if they can handle Baycott.
probably not. Not many people can. So,
Final
there's
was 82-52.
for a record tying 9th straight tournament win by 10 plus. So they win next game by 10 or more, they break the record. So
Jesus.
that's what happens when players stay.
And they have a
When
good coach.
players stay. Yes, yeah, obviously. One who knows how to draw plays.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know
instead of
anything about
Kentucky,
that.
where you just stand around and hope someone can get open to shoot.
Hoping talent is enough to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched Kentucky. Kentucky didn't have any emotion. They didn't
were
do
lost.
anything.
They looked unprepared. This looked like the first game of the season.
It looked like us if we were out at the park playing individual basketball.
Exactly.
They were trying to play NBA basketball in college.
Well, to be fair, as the first NBA mock draft has come out, Rob Dillingham is predicted to go second overall, and Reed Shepherd is predicted third overall. And they came off our bench. Why they didn't start is mind-blowing to me. I just don't know. But anyway, we have tomorrow's games: NC State, Marquette, Gonzaga, Purdue, Duke, Houston, and Creighton in Tennessee. I'm obviously looking forward to that 2-3 matchup the most. I think that'll be a lot of fun to watch. I think Houston has the best chance of losing as far as a number 1 seed.
Yeah, they're the weakest, I think.
I think Michael might pull for Duke since he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I have Houston. No, I hate Duke regardless. I have Houston as my championship pick, so definitely hoping they pull it out. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be hard to watch the rest of the tournament now that both Arizona and San Diego State both got eliminated within 20 minutes of each other.
That was a bombshell for you. That was rough. And it wasn't even close in the second one.
I mean, realistically, yeah. They're both just...
Arizona can't stop getting upset. I said they were due, and I jinxed them, and I'm sorry. Even though that audio doesn't exist right now.
Yeah. I think Purdue is also fraudulent. I don't.
I want to see NC State though win.
Yeah. I mean, that was actually going to be my next follow-up question. Do you all prefer the best teams in March Madness going at it, or do you want, 3 or 4 Cinderella stories in the Sweet 16?
I think one Cinderella story is good enough.
Okay, so you'd prefer the best teams in the
Pretty
end.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a Cinderella story is nice. I don't want it to. If there's a lot of them, I think it takes away from the talent. Like once you get further in the brackets, you're facing better talent. So you get UConn faces an 11 seed, they're gonna fucking obliterate them off the map. I don't even know if the other team's gonna score 30 points on them.
Could you imagine if NC State beat UConn?
That would be something.
One of the biggest upsets ever. Forget the 16 over the 1. That'd be bigger.
They look like they're well on their way to back right now.
They are. Which I really don't want because I watch First Take a lot, and Molly Karam is a UConn dick writer. So it's just every fucking show. It's just UConn this, UConn that. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No one cares. And then she went on complaining about Stephen A. So they made a bet that UConn was going to win last year's national championship. Every fucking day, Stephen A. lost this bet. He was supposed to get her something, and it took 9 months to get it to her. I don't know how that's possible, but every fucking day she'd bring it up. It's just annoying. I want UConn to lose so she shut up. I'm tired of hearing about UConn.
Yeah, especially when your team's out and UConn's been a thorn in our side both our team sides for a while.
It all started in 2010. John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins lost to UConn in the tournament, and then 5 years later, lost in 2014 to UConn in the tournament in the national championship game. Yeah,
that's the year that Louisville beat the shit out of them in the Big East tournament, and then they went on a rampage after
It took that personal.
Yep. They did not like that very much.
No. All right. Chad, how you feeling about your coach who was inducted or introduced today?
I
as the new coach.
I think it's a step in the right direction. I don't know about a 5-year contract just because we're trying to get the program back on track because of everything that's happened and the stain of Kenny Payne.
Let's say his name. Who's the new head coach?
Pat Kelsey.
Pat Kelsey.
Charleston, College of Charleston. They played at Alabama in the first round. But
nice.
He's he hasn't had any like Power 5 conference, I guess Power 4 conference experience. So I don't know. We'll see.
He likes to run a fast-paced offense, though. So
I mean, that's good. I just don't know if he brings enough clout or how much money Louisville has to spend.
But look at the last 2 coaches you had. They had clout.
Yeah, but Kenny Payne didn't really have he didn't have the experience. Like he's had assistant experience, but he doesn't have he was an assistant on New York Knicks, right? Before. So I don't know. I
don't remember. He was with Kentucky for the past 14 years prior to going to U of L.
So that's saying. I mean, they obviously put out shit products.
He's really good at developing big men. So that's what he did for Kentucky.
He's really good at winning 12 games in 2 years. So
I'm just waiting. Now that John Calipari is coming back for his 16th season, I'm just waiting for the news to break. Kenny Payne is re-signed as an assistant for Kentucky. Job was done.
Why is he the guy who got Anthony Davis?
No, actually, the Anthony Davis story is pretty interesting. So he was a freshman in high school. He was a 6'2" unathletic guard. And then by his senior year of high school, he was 6'10" and just a fucking monster with guard skills. So,
yeah.
So he was never recruited until he was a senior in high school, and John Calipari just jumped on it. Just went to Chicago and was like, "You're coming here." And Kenny Payne had something to do with that for sure. And now look at AD. I'm not gonna. Obviously, that's more on AD in the NBA. Producing at a high level, and that's on him now. But definitely in college, Kenny Payne definitely helped that team win a championship for sure.
He's probably just like a people person. He's just not a good coach.
Yeah, just like Calipari. He's a great recruiter.
His team, I watched them. It was fundamentals, man. They were terrible at everything. They turned the ball over. They were so undisciplined, and it just we can't have undisciplined shit. Like that's not how you win championships, by turning the ball over 17 times a game.
Right. So I just mentioned it. Obviously, John Calipari is returning for his 16th season. Him and the athletic director, Mitch Barnhart, met yesterday, and then they went on TV last night and discussed the plans and what the new expectations are, that kind of thing. And even though a lot of Kentucky fans took it as why, I think that Mitch is now creating a hot seat. That's the takeaway I had. Basically, you need to change or else is essentially what I took from it. So we'll see.
Or else you'll be taking our 33.8 million.
No, it'll be under 30 next year. It'll be.
It goes down a little bit every year. Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
We can get it under 25. That'd be great.
You'll be taking our 29 million. Get lost.
I.e., this means that to John Calipari, they didn't fire him because there's no good coaches available right now.
That's probably true. Yep.
Like, who
I
would they
think
take?
things might have been different had Bruce Pearl left. I think
Yeah.
things would have, gotten hot real quick. I don't know if Calipari survives a meeting if Bruce Pearl is available. So, all right.
Oh, he's doing the post game talking, isn't he?
Who?
Bruce Pearl, isn't that him right there on the Clemson Arizona post game set on the far left?
I don't know. I'm not watching it. I have no idea.
Is his team eliminated?
Yeah. Auburn. Yeah.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Okay. That probably is him. It looks like him.
Bruce Pearl. He's
Yeah.
on the set.
I think he's on this is that CBS? No, that's TBS broadcast.
It wouldn't surprise me. They bring coaches that have already lost in the tournament on just to talk about, the remaining teams and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, here's a guy who's better than you. Tell us why he's better than you because he got further in the tournament.
All right, so in the NBA, a lot has happened this week. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long already. It feels like. I believe it was Sunday night. The Lakers became the first team since the '71 Lakers to have 4 players score 25 or more. Which is pretty crazy. The fact that they could have 4 players at any given night just score 25. I just saw a stat today that AD missed a game last night. He banged knees with somebody the night before. He has played 96 of the past 100 games.
Wow,
That's Anthony
impressive.
Davis.
That's
It
impressive.
is. It really is. So,
Does that mean he's due?
watch, it'll happen the last game of the season when they're fighting for positioning in the standings. Though, and before that game against the Pacers happened, Chad, I was talking to you about should I take the over or under? The over's 240, and
yeah,
we
that's
kind of
crazy.
thought probably do the under on that. Well, that's a mistake. 295 points were scored.
It's crazy.
Without an overtime, which is even crazier.
Yeah.
So,
kept searching for the OT. I couldn't find it, and I'm like, what is going on? No defense was played.
I read an article Tuesday night, and the title of the article was 20 is the old 12 when it comes to leads in the NBA. Some bad losses by some teams this week. Unfortunately, the Celtics are one of those victims.
Yeah, not concerned. I mean,
no,
we're
I
hospital
don't think
Celtics right now. I mean, we are not like we've already clinched the number 1 overall seed. Like,
sure,
we're resting everybody. Did we lose? Did we lose that game? Yeah, but was the 30-point lead very, very early on? Yeah. Does it concern me? No, I'm sleeping great at night. I definitely am not thinking about losing in the playoffs like that.
No,
but
I'm worried
think about losing once. But I don't think we can get swept. I don't think we can lose a full series.
I don't think you should be concerned. It's more astonishing when the best player on their team doesn't play and that happens.
Yeah.
Trae Young was out. He was out tonight too. I don't know if did you all win already or is it still going?
I think we.
Oh, it's the game's in overtime. Hawks are up 121-120 right now. DeJounte Murray currently has 42 points.
Wow.
8 rebounds and 7 assists. JT has 31 and 13 right now. So, and they're in overtime.
So we don't have Drew Holiday or Drew Holiday is playing. He just came back from injury.
Looks like your actual starting five did start.
Yeah, Horford's out. That's a tough loss.
It is.
I don't really think that they're playing that hard. They're not trying to lose. They're not trying to. Dude. I think they're conserving energy, bro. They already have the number one seed.
DeJounte Murray has 42 points on 44 shots.
Oh my God.
He's 17 of 44.
Oh my God, that's so much.
That's just trying to hit a quota.
It's something, yeah.
Quantity over quality.
I guess he added Trae Young's 25 attempts to his tonight.
Yeah.
Also earlier in the week, I think this is the worst loss of them all. Booker, Durant, and Beal all played for Phoenix, and they lost to the Spurs, who did not have Victor Wembanyama.
Oof.
That is really bad.
Yeah.
You can't lose that.
They're still fighting for a playoff position. That's supposed to be an easy game.
Yeah, easy win. That's just a bad loss. That's awful loss for them. Awful. Remember about a month ago I said that I think Kawhi Leonard should be up for MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? And he was my front runner at the time.
Yeah.
Ever since I said that, guess who's sucked?
Kawhi
the
Leonard.
Clippers. The Clippers as a whole. They just suck. They're just awful right now. They actually have a chance of missing the playoffs, even though they're in the 4th seed right now, if they don't get their act together, which is crazy. And then I really wish Kyle was on, because the next game, I would have just loved to rub it in his face. The Bucks were up 19 with 7 minutes to go against the Lakers Tuesday night, and they lost in double overtime. At the end of regulation, AD blocked Lillard's game-winning attempt. And then in the first overtime, I think Lillard got blocked again on a clutch moment. And then by the end of the second overtime, it was pretty much over at that point. But AD had 34 points and 23 rebounds. He actually made 3 threes, which is...
Wow, he doesn't really shoot threes that often.
No, he took 6.
What?
So at the beginning of the season, I don't know if you remember this. You probably didn't even hear it. At the beginning of the season, Darvin Ham said, "I want AD taking 6 threes a night."
What the
I'm sorry? What?
Like I look at his stat line because I look for betting and shit, and he takes like 1 to 2 threes a night at most.
Yeah.
And like every once in a while he'll shoot more, but like 6?
Darvin Ham said at the beginning of the season, "I want AD taking 6 threes a night." And he was not joking or laughing either. That was a serious thing.
Wow.
But speaking of the 3-point line, the Lakers are in the top 3 in shooting percentage from 3 since the All-Star break. That's why they've been playing so well. LeBron's shooting 50% from 3 right now. 50.
Wow.
For his career, he's a 35%er. So that's 15% increase, which is
you can keep
crazy.
on gloating, but I mean, this is the regular season, man. Playoffs is completely different.
It is. No, defense is going to be up. Obviously these shots aren't.
You all are hot, but like
5-game winning streak after last night. So, and we have the easiest schedule remaining. We still have a chance of getting the 6th seed.
That would be good for you guys. You wouldn't have to worry about that.
Not only do you avoid the play-in,
yep,
but you also avoid possibly playing Denver in the first round, which is not what you want. That's not what you want.
No.
Also, that game against the Bucks, Austin Reeves had a triple-double. It's crazy that the little white boy had 14 rebounds. So I don't know what the betting odds on that one was, but probably won a lot of money.
We just lost. Celtics lost.
Yeah, I was watching the game cast, man. Look,
Y'all are really just wanting the playoffs to start.
Yeah.
anti-clutch.
Just get it here.
Yeah. I feel it. I mean, like, I'm not really worried because we have the 1 seed and I don't care
Yeah.
what happens right now because playoffs are completely different animals. So
Did you all have a chance to look at that Draymond video I told you about?
I watched a Draymond video where he says some words, a bitch ass
N-word. Yep.
word I'm not allowed to say
Yep.
to the ref. Is the ref was the ref one of us or
He's Hispanic. Yeah.
He didn't take it very well.
His last name is Acosta, so I'm just
Okay,
gonna assume
okay.
he's Hispanic,
That's okay.
right? So, but yeah, he got ejected because he picked up 2 technicals within the first 3.5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
They were not at the same moment. He got the first technical within the first 2 minutes, I believe, and then the second one he called the referee that name, and then that was it. And then you see Steph's face once he got ejected. It was just almost like the color was out of his face, like he was just disappointed
Again.
And, yeah, like again, yeah. I would not be surprised if this is it for them. This is their last run, especially if they miss the playoffs. I think this is it. I think the big 3 for the Warriors are done. I think they'll be broken up.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
after this
probably,
season.
especially if they don't
I don't
perform in the playoffs.
I don't think Steph goes anywhere. I think
Yeah,
Draymond's
Clay's
out
gone.
for sure.
Clay's
And
gone.
Clay's gone. Yeah.
I mean, he's not worth the money they're paying him.
No, he has actually been playing better since he got benched, or moved to the bench, I should say.
Oh my god.
And
North Carolina is absolutely beating up on Alabama right now. Like I said,
already,
Armando Baycott, they can't handle him. 17-9 right now. Alabama doesn't play defense.
I know. Trust me, I saw 2 games against them this year. I know they don't.
And they're throwing elbows
Um,
in air balls.
So head coach of the Sixers, Nick Nurse, said that Joel Embiid is likely to return before the playoffs. I don't know.
A
It's
little too late, maybe.
I don't know. They're in the 8th spot, right? Yeah, they're in the 8th spot. So
they want to get swept by the Celtics.
well, no, they still have a chance of making the 7 seed in the
they
play-in
do?
tournament. Yeah.
I don't know. When is he coming back though?
The headline said likely before the end of the season. So I mean that could be.
It could be like
2
the
games
last
before.
game, right before the last game. Oh,
Right.
Joel Embiid is he's active but not playing.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I couldn't find. I'm scanning this. I can't find a date
That's
quickly.
fine.
So
That's fine.
I don't know.
Yeah. No one
Um,
cares. Fuck the Sixers. They're there's hardly any Sixers fans in Philadelphia. I go talk to anyone at work. They don't give a fuck about the Sixers. Could care less. It's Flyers, Eagles, and Phillies. That's it.
You know what's crazy though is that he was having the best season of his career
He was
before he
MVP
got
front
hurt,
runner.
without question. He's
But he
averaging.
was missing so many games. He wasn't gonna hit. He wasn't gonna hit it. Even if he didn't get hurt, he wasn't gonna meet all the requirements.
But he was averaging 35 points a game, which is just incredible for a big man like that.
Mhm.
And he was averaging 11 rebounds and 2 blocks a game with 6 assists a game. That's just, it's too good. It really is. It's just such a solid guy. I just wish he would go somewhere where he has a chance to actually win. which is not going to be anytime soon, unless he comes out and demands a trade. But I don't see that happening.
No.
Do the Philly fans just hate the Sixers because they're just realists and they know when certain owners can't run a franchise?
No, they just don't. I mean, they're not good.
Well, their owner does
they're
suck
just-
dick.
They're
They
just
keep
not
getting
NBA people, or
They're
what?
so tired of getting swept, or not swept, but beaten in the playoffs by the Celtics that like they've just accepted their fate, so that they're never actually gonna go. They're the whole city is like the capital of second place. They always get like Philadelphia, the Phillies, the World Series, the Union, the Water Dogs, the newly acquired by Philadelphia lacrosse team got second place. the Eagles, the Super Bowl, like it's pretty funny. I mean the Sixers couldn't get to second place because they keep getting beat by the Celtics. So.
Well, they'll never take away their cheesesteaks.
Yes, cheesesteaks are amazing.
They haven't been excited really about their own team since Iverson, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably about the last time.
Iguodala, when he was like coming up, I feel like they were pretty popular.
Yeah,
I think
Iguodala played with Iverson, didn't he?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think they caught the tail end. He caught the tail end of Iguodala, or Iverson was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever you say.
Michael, Chad, and Kyle's favorite day of the sports year, right? Or second favorite? Second favorite? No.
I mean,
It's a
no.
favorite.
Now
favorite?
Kinda,
the
maybe.
Wildcats and Aztecs made sure that wasn't a thing today. They turned a great day into just a stupid average Thursday in the middle of March or at the end of March, whatever.
But you all won your first game of the season, right, Michael? And baseball?
Actually, we're the first Major League Baseball team to have a 2-game win streak. So
yeah, on opening day.
on opening day,
Ever. No one's
So-
ever done that, I don't think. I'm
No,
just speaking off the cuff, but I don't think anyone ever played games before opening day.
It's history. That's what the Padres are doing this year.
Yep.
Creating history.
You and the Dodgers both have 2 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
but
opening
ours
day.
were in a row.
Yeah, true. The longest winning streak in the MLB right now.
Yes. And just a reminder that their victory against the Dodgers was the most points the Padres have ever scored
Points.
against
They
the
score
Dodgers.
points in the MLB now?
Baskets. Home runs. Just kidding. Anyways, yeah. They scored the most runs they've ever scored against the Dodgers in the existence of either of those teams.
I had the runs a couple days ago.
Yeah.
That's what I watched
Not
when
as-
I was watching the Dodgers play today. It's like I was having the runs.
Too much buffalo chicken dip.
By the way, just for you guys, my Dodgers hat is in the mail.
Dodgers, great,
So-
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
you
can
had
tell,
to
I'm
pick, you had to
missing a
pick the
Padres
team
hat.
with the best players and the highest
First of-
salaries.
First of all, Ohtani wasn't there yet. Just saying. He wasn't
You
there.
still had
But
Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. You had all these players, and Mookie had an error today. Not
But I'm a
MVP
Lakers fan,
worthy.
So I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm just staying in LA. That's all I was doing.
Okay, I mean,
That's all I was doing. I mean, what else did I have to pick out there in California?
you don't
know?
have to pick all California. There's MLB teams all over the place. that are
But like you
cooler
all
than the
said,
Dodgers.
they're not good when it matters, right? So I don't see the big deal, right?
Yeah, they
They
only
always
win.
suck in postseason.
They only win when it's a COVID year, just like the Lakers.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to win.
Got to be the
What about-
loser teams.
What about the strike years in the NFL? Does anybody say anything about that when the season's shortened?
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Oh, okay, it doesn't count. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of Ohtani.
But if it's
Your all's
baseball, it does
opinion.
count.
Okay.
Facts. Just kidding. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Not in
does.
baseball.
It does count, but COVID doesn't count.
That's
All
what I
right.
meant. Yeah.
Your all's thoughts on the
Facts.
Ohtani interpreter situation.
I think he's full of I think they're both full of shit. I think that so his interpreter was his guy, the only dude he knew that spoke fucking Korean. So he was like talking to him all the time. So he's with him all the time. They were probably best friends. He probably gave him money. How the fuck did he get 4.5 million in a debt and a fucking bookie?
Yeah, what bookie is gonna allow somebody to get in that kind of debt when they only make $500,000 a year?
If there's one person who knows how to get into your finances and stuff, and you talk to them, it's your interpreter,
right? I honestly, I don't know. I can't say otherwise. It's just suspicious, especially when he's flip flopping on his story. That first he was loaning it to him to repay a debt.
Bad PR manager, but
and then immediately said that he stole the money instead.
What do you
straight?
What do you think's more likely? The money was stolen, Ohtani did something illegal, or just Ohtani helped a friend that was in need?
Ohtani helped a friend with a gambling debt that he knew about because he's his interpreter, and they probably talk all the fucking time. So he gave him the money. They got the story wrong, or whenever he put out the story. So he put out the story that he loaned the money to his friend, right? And then he came back and said he stole it. Someone probably talked to Ohtani and said, hey, you can't say that you helped out your friend. You have to say he stole it, or else you're going to jail. And so he went back and changed the story to he stole it to cover his own ass, because how are they going to prove otherwise? If Ohtani says he stole it, the only thing they have is his word.
True. What if the gambling debt was already in place, and then Ohtani finds out about it and pays it for him? I don't think he gets in trouble for that.
Yes, because it's illegal. It's not a legal booking site, and that is
no. Right. No, I got that, but Ohtani didn't tell him to go to this bookie, this illegal bookie.
You can't prove otherwise, though.
True, but you can't prove one way or the other.
Exactly.
So
you can't prove anything. So he's gonna get away with it because he has an interpreter.
There you go.
Pete Rose.
What about you, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's too out of the realm of the possibility, what Chad was just saying. I mean, there's a number of things. I mean, I don't think we'll ever know. I think MLB stepped in, protected its massive, like, golden goose, that produces all this money for them internationally, not just for the Dodgers, but all of baseball. So somebody got to him, saved him, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be looking at him in a different light from now on, besides Dodgers fans. And yeah, it sucks, but it's hard to trust his innocence now. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's no way you know a guy for that long and have something that massive. A guy whose salary is $500,000.
Yeah, something's not adding up.
Do you think the bookie knew he was Ohtani's interpreter, and that's why he allowed the debt to get so high?
And if that's the case, and if he name drops Ohtani, but the guy wants to verify, what if there's interactions with the bookie with Ohtani?
That's definitely a problem.
That would
be a
huge problem.
Yes.
But I mean, like, we don't know. I don't want to speculate.
True.
I mean,
you're right.
I don't know if Ohtani's a good or a bad dude. Nobody really knows much about him, actually, because he's very private.
True. He's like the Kawhi Leonard of MLB.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason he's quiet. He's like,
Yeah, he doesn't want to spill the
can't let
beans.
he's like Gus in the freaking Breaking Bad, the owner of the chicken place. Just
Yeah.
guy who's really quiet, keeps to himself.
All right, so next week on the show, we're going to talk about what gambling debts Kawhi Leonard has paid off, since him and Ohtani are the same. All right, so Michael, I know you just mentioned this, but your Padres, 3 games in. What's your thought?
I mean, addition by subtraction is what they call it. You know, get rid of Juan Soto, future Hall of Famer. You know, get rid of Cy Young winner Blake Snell. In fact, you're so confident that Blake Snell was such a failure, you let him re-sign inside the division. This is chess, not
Really
checkers,
stupid.
guys. Chess, not checkers. And the Padres are proving it by stepping out to a nice 2-1 start to the season. And you know what? If there's one thing I've learned about being a Padres fan is to enjoy it while you can in the beginning of the season, because the season could end very soon. I'm not used to, like, there was a long period of time between the 2000s and the 2010s where you just knew that pretty much after the first like 2 or 3 weeks of April, you're like, okay, yeah, this team is not a Major League Baseball team. We'll see you next year. This is a developmental season. Then it's like a whole new roster the next year. And anybody who makes the name for themselves gets traded away for more draft capital or more farm league talent. But yeah, no, it's nice to always
It's a
start off
positive
hot.
outlook to start the season.
Yep,
First winning streak of the season.
more than I can say for the Cardinals. They got their ass kicked by the Dodgers, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was tough
Didn't
to
do their
watch.
part and beat the evil Dodgers.
It's tough to watch Freddie hit home runs for the Dodgers. That's why I just don't watch the Dodgers play anymore. It's too much. Just too much to see him. I know he's not really a trader because the Braves didn't offer him the contract because there was misunderstanding, but like the Dodgers, you had to go to the Dodgers. I'm still mad about it, even though it's been a while.
So there was I wanted your all's opinion on this because you all obviously know baseball way better than I do, or probably ever will. But there was a sports bet that I made before the season started. It was over under wins for the Yankees. Over under 91.5.
I'd take the over.
I'd take
That's
the under
exactly
on those bitches. Fuck the Yankees. I mean, not as bad as the Dodgers, but like, I don't know.
I did take the over. If I had to,
What were the
I
odds?
just
Like minus 110 or whatever, probably.
Look,
I placed a bet that 3 teams or more will hit 100 wins this year. I think that was like plus 200. I like placing these futures sometimes.
I finally won a pick on my Prize Picks app with this pseudo gambling they allow here in California. Turned like, $0 into 25 though. It was a free entry, so that was nice.
Nice.
It was the over was a minus 105. So
okay,
pretty close. So yeah, I did that, and then I did the Dodgers 106 wins.
Good luck with that.
We'll see. We shall see.
Maybe.
I doubt that'll happen, but I don't know.
I bet
they got 100 last year, so you could. Is Ohtani good enough to get you 6 more?
No, they suck. But I placed a bet for Trey Turner to have a 30 home run, 30 stolen base season. I think that's bound to hit. Trey Turner is bound for a comeback season this year and play well all season. So just at the end of the season last year.
Who was the wasn't there a player last year that had a ridiculous home run to stolen bases?
Yeah, it's called Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Couldn't remember his name.
MVP.
Couldn't remember his name.
The MVP.
Yes, I couldn't remember.
Yes.
Remember his name.
The MVP from last season.
Yes, I know he plays for the Braves. I couldn't remember his name. Okay.
Couldn't remember the
That's it.
MVP's name? Put some respect on that. Come on.
Who?
No.
What's his name? Ronald.
Yeah, Junior, something
It's
Junior.
go fuck
Yeah.
yourself, Junior. He's the best player in baseball, or he was the best player in baseball statistically. Better than Mookie Betts for sure. Doesn't make errors like Mookie Betts does. I'll tell you that. That was a bad error. That was really bad. That's rust though. That may be rust.
Yeah, it wasn't good, but he did have a solo shot, or no, 2-run.
I think it was 2-run. Yeah,
Solo shot. Was it 2-run?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
he had a home
Freddie
run.
Freeman had a 2-run.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a dagger.
All right. It's been a while, but I saved this one for last. NFL, we have some rule changes officially. The NFL owners approved the banning of the hip drop tackle. And the owners wanted this. The players did not. Players did not want this because how the fuck are you supposed to tackle someone now?
You have to ask them for permission. You have to ask them to stop first to allow you to tackle them.
Yeah. So I don't know how that. I mean, just gonna have to wait and see how it's gonna be policed and called. Just like anything else. Your all's thoughts on this? Good, bad, indifferent?
Stupid.
I think it's stupid. I think I heard they said it was gonna maybe be less of like a penalty in game and more of a fine in your locker the next week situation.
So it is a 15-yard penalty as of right now.
Okay, well, I hope they see how that plays out in the preseason because I don't know how that's gonna work. It's definitely gonna be a learning curve for everybody involved.
This is banned in rugby in Australia. And it still works for them. But like I just if the players don't want it, the players don't want it. Don't force them to have. And if you're saying it's for player safety, but the players don't want it, then why are you forcing them to do it?
Right.
Like it's their, but also the owners have investments in them. So
true.
There's 15 injuries apparently last season with the hip drop tackles out of 200 something. I don't know. Owners,
I don't think it's high enough.
I don't think it is either. I think owners just don't want to have to worry about the injuries and having to pay for players who are injured and still have to pay their contracts.
Do y'all remember what play really? It wasn't last season. It was a couple seasons ago. Do you remember who was hurt on this particular tackle?
Tony Pollard and Jimmy
Dak?
Ward.
It was Dak. Yep, he broke his ankle.
Yeah, shattered it.
Yep. Yeah. That's when the talks really started.
Mark
It's
Andrews
America's
too.
Team.
This year.
Yeah.
He got hurt on a.
Well, I think
didn't
Dak
Tyreek
one
get hurt a little bit?
The Dak one wasn't that 3 years ago now?
Something like that. No, it was 2 years ago because Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush came in like. I don't know. That may have been 2 years ago. Who knows?
Oh, October 11th, 2020. So it was during the COVID year.
3 years ago. Whoops.
That's when the talks started. That's when I remember them starting. They could have started before that, but that's when I remember it picking up steam. So
Didn't Tyler Lockett break his leg like that? I feel like he did.
I
I don't want to watch the
don't
video
remember.
again. I don't want to watch the
No.
video again.
I can't watch the. I know it's a different sport, but I can't watch the wear.
Yeah,
Louisville
no.
Cardinal wear break. I
Nope.
can't. I can't even watch videos where people break their legs and stuff anymore, like gym fail. I can't do that.
No, I
It
don't.
freaks me out. It really does. There was also another rule change. So apparently, currently how it stood before now, you had to win both your challenges to get a third. Now you'll receive a third challenge as long as one of the first two is successful, not both. So why not just start with the how? I don't just give them 3 then.
Yeah.
Why make it a possibility? Just give them 3. It's because of analytics, coaches are not challenging as much as they used to. I don't think. I think it has dropped. But now with all the analytics on should I challenge, should I not, they're going to make smarter decisions. I think the success rate on this is going to be high on getting that third challenge. I don't think you should be rewarded for not doing something successfully. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you. Well, I mean, I don't know. There's so many things that need to be reviewed that I don't know. You don't see too many times where there's an end of the game situation and the coach is like, "Oh, I can't challenge it." Usually, if it's that critical, it's in the final 2 minutes of the game, and it's getting booth reviewed anyways.
Yeah, I just what I just mean is either just give them the third, or just keep it out as it is. Why make it easier? I don't know. I don't like it.
They probably think they're offering like more transparency, like, oh look, we're holding the refs a little more accountable.
Yeah,
Because
right.
they can have an extra challenge.
Right.
Yeah, but the dumbest rule that they changed this year was the kickoff.
Something had to be done.
I know, but mean, like it's I don't know.
It might grow on us.
It might, but like I missed the hard hitting collisions and shit.
I know,
like
but you weren't getting that anyway.
Yeah,
but you weren't getting that anyway.
Because they fucking changed the rules.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
They've been changing the rules so much to fucking ruin kickoffs. This is not gonna be a kickoff anymore.
I completely agree with the taking the fun out of it, but nothing is worse than what it's going on right now.
True.
Prior to this,
they're all touchbacks.
Yeah, 98%.
Yeah.
Like I mean, what's the point of even having a kickoff at that point?
Go back to the 30. Do the kickoff like normal, like it used to be.
At this point, why do you even have the kicker kick it to him? Just give him the ball and blow the whistle.
Exactly. It's like PE class in the 5th grade,
It's just an exercise.
The ball and run. Yeah.
No one can move until the player catches the ball. Like
it's basically smear. It's basically smear the queer with blockers in the way. Go.
I watched a few of them from the XFL. So this
Sorry,
is how the
not
XFL
a PC game. I probably should have.
You're canceled now.
I canceled myself.
We'll make sure. I'll post this on Twitter and cancel you for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'll do that for you.
Since you said that, I'm gonna wear my new shirt on Saturday, so we can be even.
Great, fantastic.
I'll let Kyle do it too. No, I saw a few of these. So this is the same kickoff that the XFL does.
Yes.
And I saw some of those. Talent level is nowhere near what the NFL is, right? But it was still way more exciting than what we have now, which is essentially nothing.
It is, but I don't know. It's not like a traditional kickoff. It's just like
no, but
it's all for the offense too. Like there is none of these changes are for the defense whatsoever. Defenses are just getting fucking fucked right now.
Same thing goes in basketball, man. They changed a lot of rules to make it easier for the offense. I mean, points get eyes on the TVs and butts in the seats.
I like
That's
some
just
defense. I like some.
Well, Chiefs defense showed that. Yeah, they won it with the defense this year.
They also have the best quarterback in the league, so
Yeah,
that helps.
No, it's all their defense. He's a system quarterback.
Right,
Obviously.
right.
Here we go. Tom Brady
All right.
2.0. System quarterback. Oh boy.
All right, so Michael, I believe you added this one over the weekend, right?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah.
About Penix and the Dolphins,
Oh,
possibly.
yeah. I put that on last Saturday's episode. We didn't touch it, but that
I
was
don't know how I
okay.
skipped it, but
No, it was just something I actually heard on Fox Sports debate, and I was like, at this point, yeah, maybe it is time to get Penix in there, see what he has, or at least bring him in and see what you got with Penix if they can get something for him.
I mean, if they can get him late enough, probably.
did you see they that he ran a 4.5 at his pro day?
That's pretty good.
Penix,
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't really show that speed in college, but I believe it. He didn't really need to. His wide receivers were fast enough.
I don't think it's time for Tua. I think that's a little bit of I think that's a little premature.
Sure. Yeah. I can agree with that. And then
The fact that they're asking it, though, I mean, it's obviously
but that
highlights the Herbert versus Tua debate. Should they have taken Herbert?
it's also the same network that they have. What's his name now? Or not now? What's his name? He does. He does Undisputed with Skip. I can't. It's not Richard Sherman. It's not.
Shannon
I can't
Sharp.
remember his name. No, Shannon Sharp doesn't do Undisputed. Shit. Keyshawn Johnson. Same network that Keyshawn Johnson is on, who came out and said that LeBron has never posterized anybody. Okay, this is the same network. So
the radio hosts are different than the TV hosts.
Yeah, this is a radio broadcast. They do this type of stuff all the time. That's what.
okay.
That's just what sports radio.
It's just
does.
randomly. It's just random topics.
Fill
But
time.
I got you.
But there's definitely there was somebody else who's like a draft analyst. I think his name's Joel Klatt, who was basically saying, yeah, it's time to move on from Tua, and the Dolphins might do it this draft, or at least they should take a flyer on Penix if he's there.
Yeah, I mean, if he's available for the right pick, I think you have bigger problems than your quarterback is in Miami, though.
Speaking of, sorry, go ahead.
Saying like they're thinking he's thin-blooded, can't play anything below 40 degrees.
Speaking of the Dolphins, they apparently put a contract on the table for Odell. I mean,
is he washed yet? Can we say he's washed yet?
Yeah. There's not other wide receivers that are playing his age other than for their namesake.
Yeah.
He failed to eclipse 50 catches or 600 yards receiving in each of his past 3 seasons played. So that's pretty bad.
Well, hasn't he like sat them out like intentionally and like basically said, I'm only going to sign with the team at the end? He's like pulling what's his face is doing at the end of his career. Des Bryant was kind of doing similar situation.
Des did not catch it. Just FYI, he never caught it.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, we all know. By the way, there was, that the whole complaint about that game that Odell caught it. There was still 2.5 minutes left. Like Aaron Rodgers was getting the ball back with 2.5 minutes. I just, I don't know. I mean, speculate all you want, but he still didn't catch it. Now, Chad, I think that, I think Odell's done. I mean, if anything, I don't even think he's a 3 on the depth chart right now.
No, I mean he hasn't done enough to warrant it.
Yeah, what's his 40 time? It can't be. I feel like Penix probably runs a faster 40 than him.
Right now, probably.
Well, can he even run the 40 anymore?
Yeah, right.
Damn, he ran a 4.3 out of college. Holy crap.
Odell did?
Yeah.
You can't do that now with all those surgeries.
Oh, God, no. Absolutely not. I don't know. All right. Any other football or basketball you all wanted to get to? Baseball? Anything?
Nope.
All right. So initially, we were going to do our show yesterday. We actually started it. Unbeknownst to us, we were talking on mute for 13 minutes. So our today in history is actually based on March 27th, not March 28th. So just making that clear, just in case any. No, that didn't happen on the 28th.
Any fact checkers come in?
Yeah, I don't want any of that. So 1939, first NCAA championship game. The University of Oregon beat Ohio State 46-33. And Ohio State's forward, Jimmy Hall, was actually named most outstanding player of the tournament. So, I still will never understand that. Obviously, times were different back then, but not always. It's, we even know this to this day. It's not always the best player wins. I mean, it is what it is. Chad, whose birthday was it yesterday?
I guess it was Randall Cunningham's birthday.
One of your favorites?
I mean, yeah, he's better than Donovan McNabb was when we got him from the Eagles, or
true.
Sam Bradford when we got him from the Eagles. So, I mean, he's probably the best one we got.
You all have become the Jets to the Packers,
Right.
Just once we're done with them, we'll send them off.
Yeah, no, I mean, he threw to Chris Carter a lot. I don't know if he came before or after Warren Moon. I think he came after Warren Moon. Yeah. I think he was.
I don't know.
Moss? He might have thrown to Randy Moss, but yeah, he's a good quarterback.
Culpepper threw the most yards to Randy Moss, right?
True. Yes, he did. I mean, Culpepper, all he had to do was launch it, and then Randy was there, run right under it. Didn't matter if there was a defender.
And Culpepper duped the Dolphins into believing he was good because of his own talent and not Randy Moss being a generational talent.
Yeah, his fumbles were
bad case of fumbleitis.
Yeah, he was bad fumbles. Oh, look who! Oh, we had a birthday, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yep.
Wow.
That was yesterday as well. 1965. Wow. She was born.
I won't go into what South Park calls her, but
okay. Let's not do that. I don't even know what it is, but let's just not. Yeah, you're right. You go right ahead. I will wear that shirt on Saturday. I promise.
What shirt?
The shirt Kyle and I got.
Oh yeah.
That he refused to put on camera because he didn't want to get, attacked later in his life. So, I don't know how accurate this could possibly be, just given the timing of it. But apparently Venice, Italy was founded today in the or yesterday, March 27th, in the year 451. So
Wow.
long fucking time ago.
That's a long time
Long,
ago.
long time ago. Yeah.
Old city.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been there. So is Michael.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was
city.
cold.
Yeah, it's nice.
It was cold as fuck.
Yeah, definitely was cold
What time of year did you, or when did you all go?
during the winter.
Right
Oh,
after the
okay.
new year.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, it was cold.
Also too today, God, I keep saying today, March 27th, was a big day for Martin Luther King Jr., where he actually completed one of the marches, one of the most important marches that he did, from Selma to Montgomery. For those that know history, obviously the two prior ones were stopped by the police where they attacked people with the dogs and the fire hoses and all that. And a huge success being able to complete that. Obviously, I'm perfectly glad, or not perfectly, excuse me. I'm glad that that was able to happen, because I probably would not have my son right now if that did not get completed. So, lot of love and respect for Martin Luther King for what he was able to accomplish before he was murdered. So yeah.
Yeah, good job. Good job bringing it down. Anything to lift us back up there, Brian? You want to talk about any more of
Well, also I wouldn't be getting laid right now either if it wasn't for him. So,
right.
That's the
That's
positive.
definitely
There we
neither
go. I
here
turned it
nor
around.
disgusting.
Yeah, there you go.
That wasn't the way to turn the ship in the right direction. What?
You just crashed the ship. Oh,
Yeah. Hey, too soon. Too soon.
Fuck.
I can't talk about ships crashing right now.
I
R.I.P.
enjoyed
to
it.
those 6
Yeah,
bridge workers, by the way.
It was a terrible accident. Obviously, it's an accident. They lost power.
Yes.
They did Mayday. They stopped traffic. There's no conspiracies. There's just
It wasn't a terrorist attack.
huge ass cargo ship that cannot steer very quickly, especially when they lose power. Those things are fucking massive.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And dude, how long do you think that thing would take to stop at 25 miles an hour without changing anything, just turning the ship off? How long do you think it
depends
takes?
on the current. If the current's taking them out, then they're fucked. You're not gonna slow down.
That's true. Yeah.
You'll slow down a little bit, but
do you all have you all ever been to that area?
Yeah. I've been
Okay,
around before.
I've crossed the bridges in Maryland once or twice. There's a lot of bridges though. That area is nothing but like coastal stuff. Bridges everywhere.
Yeah, they said 30,000 vehicles cross that every day. So I don't know. That number seems high, but is it high?
It's a major bypass to get around Baltimore.
Right.
So you don't touch Baltimore at all. I think
Thankfully, the timing of it, though, it was like 1 a.m. local time.
Yeah.
So.
The big problem is now ships can't get in and out of Baltimore.
Right.
Because that was the only way in and out.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to have a ripple effect on cost of some products because there's going to be shipment delays globally, actually.
Yeah, it's a huge loss.
It's not good.
I just hope my Dodgers hat isn't on the ship.
I hope it is. I hope it's with the hazardous material that's on there and it gets contaminated and has to be thrown away.
Quarantined.
Quarantine, yeah. You have to wait a year to get it. If the Dodgers don't win the World Series, you don't get to have it.
Well, no, don't say that part. Dodgers aren't going to win one.
Well, yeah, I'm banking that they're not going to win it. That team is gonna win it.
All
By
right.
that team, you mean the Padres, obviously.
No. That
Right.
team, I'm pointing to my hat with the A for Atlanta,
I'm pointing to this team right here for San Diego.
the whale's vagina.
All right. Anything else, guys?
My wife got a job.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
she got
Congrats.
as an area manager at a warehouse, and I could not be fucking happier because going down to one income, period, for this amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
sucks. Super sucks. So I can't wait. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I had to deal with that for a while once David was born.
It's
Not
huge
fun.
adjustment.
Yes. You don't really realize how much things cost until you're in that predicament, you know.
Mhm. How much those Costco runs cost, mother? God damn it.
Diapers alone, man.
Yeah, diapers.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else. Surprisingly, I'm good.
Wow, and I already started playing the music. Perfect.
Yeah, no. Yep. All right. So we will be back on Saturday. Kyle will be here. So full force, and we will talk to y'all then. We'll have an Elite Eight set up, ready to go.
Oh yes.
All right. We will talk to you guys then. Bye.
You are welcome.